Captain's log. Captain's log, Earth date 071624. This is Captain Stanford of the Starship Monroe. Maryland would not forgive me for saying shit instead of ship. Wherever we go, haven, hope, honor, and I want to share a quote. Bravery takes balls. Courage takes heart. I thought of that earlier while I was in a substance abuse prevention group. Yep, don't inquire into that shit. It's a legal obligation. Anyway, I'm not the only one with an issue. I mean, name your vice. He without sin cast the first stone. Moving on. I don't want to talk about that at all. What's happening is the RNC convention, the Republican National Convention, is live on television. As one who is politically minded, I am paying attention to that. So there'll be no film tonight, especially because I've canceled Keira Knightley week because the Duchess sucked that bad, in my opinion. So I'm scrapping while the RNC is going on. I'm not taking notes or anything, but I'm definitely going to revisit the week. A lot of things are being revisited right now while I'm thawing out and feeling the way I'm feeling. I'll get into it later. Missions, or Platform 9 3/4 is kind of messy. I've been busy as fuck today, and it was a very bad day until I until I put on a playlist that I used to call Girl Energy. Now I call it Get It Girl. It's just a bunch of songs that that remind me of the energy of a girl. And it's songs like Unholy and Magic by Kylie Minogue and Ice Cream by Blackpink and Selena Gomez. There's some Taylor in there. It's just that energy. Sometimes you need that feminine energy, and I'm someone who needs feminine energy pills. So, not that I'm heavily masculine, but I mean, one can make the case that I've just got too much man stuff, man energy. I don't want to go into that deep egotistical rabbit hole, but I need girl energy. So made that playlist, heard it today, played it for myself, and it made my day so much better. Let's see. Mission progress. As far as weight loss is concerned, Ozempic is going great. Had a talk with my diabetes doctor today. He wants to follow up later on, and it was just as good news to him as it was to me that I'm surviving the Ozempic injection so far. He says there's nothing to worry about down the road if I'm tolerating this injection. He says it takes a month to level up in the doses, but other than that, we're so far so good, and I'm happy about that. Okay, haven't gotten to jump rope in the morning. I feel a little pressure about that, and I don't respond to self-pressure very well. Anyway, if I give myself a task, fine. But if it festers in my head, chances are low that I'll get around to it anytime soon. So maybe I need to take a deep look at how I'm going to exercise going forward, and when and where and with what apparatus, and et cetera, et cetera. So let's write that down. How will exercise? I don't know how much the Ozempic is going to change anything. I heard about weight loss with that, but I don't want to be as twig. I don't want to be skinny. I want meat, muscle, and versatility. I don't like the idea of a small grown-up, unless it's a very cute woman or, not from my sense of myself and the kind of man I'd like to be. I'd like not to be a small one, because it gets into a lot of security questions or insecurity questions, and we just won't touch that with a tall stick. So, mission 1 done. Mission 2, of course, instead of a film tonight, I'll be watching the RNC convention. By the way, I'll be watching the MSNBC commentary and discussion, because those are my favorite anchors, my favorite journalists on television. And you can definitely call me an MSNBCer. Anyway, exemplary journalism. I watch CNN as well, but not as much as MSNBC. Their programming is more entertaining and honest and responsible. Let's see here. Milestones. Goku is doing well. Goku had some fungus on him, and I was pissed. I was lost for what to do about it. I didn't find much on the Lowe's website, which is where they said to go. And then when I left, the lady pointed to the sticker where there's supposed to be a website. There's no such website as happybamboo.com. So, fail blog for her. I hope she's right about when to water it, which is what I'm going off of. I'm sure she knows that more than she knows. She was the garden lady for them, one of the garden ladies there. I met 3 of them while I was there. Anyway, so I asked Google Gemini, which is my preferred AI generator, and it just said, and there were a few responses that could be just let go of, but the main thing that related to what I had done so far, which was trying to keep it like a rainforest, which is the natural habitat of Lucky Bamboo, which is more of the asparagus family, Dracana. It is a succulent. However, I tried to make the room more rainforesty, and I turned the fan off, and that's when I got the fungus. I'm pretty sure the cause was me trying to make it like a too hot. Because I saw on Gemini that the preferred temperature was between 65 degrees and 90 degrees. So I tried to get somewhere obviously close to 90 because it was too hot for Goku. So I turned the fan back on, and it's been a day or so, or a full day since I saw the white fluffy fungus on Goku, and I scraped what I saw off, but in the day that's passed, I've seen no new growth. So I'm happy to report that Goku is fine again, unless something else happens or more fungus returns, or grows. Other than that, milestones. Nope. External challenges. So I don't know if I want to talk about it just yet. But I made some changes with my collegiate effort. Summer semester did not go as well as planned as last summer semester. So I've now dropped both classes that I enrolled in. Before you throw a brick at me, Spanish was supposed to be my minor. I got so wrapped up or bored and irritated and frustrated with the conjugation of verbs and the minutia of the linguistics of it all, that I had to bow out. And before I left the class, though, I went to financial aid at MSU, at the Rary campus, and they told me it would be fine. Honestly, it wouldn't affect my GPA. It wouldn't affect my credits. It wouldn't affect. Of course, I wouldn't have the 5 credits from this class, or the 3 from the other class that I dropped earlier this semester. But I still get funding for fall. I still get to register. I've already registered for fall classes. Um, the snag though was I owe for this semester since I dropped the first class, and that bars me from changing anything in the class registration. So I have to drop it. I have to go into campus again, um, and talk to somebody who will help me drop the class without with a hold, because I'm sure the hold is simply just so that I don't register for more classes while I owe. I don't think they planned on me dropping a class, which I'm sure is not non-consequential as far as the hold is concerned. So I have to speak with somebody about that. Um, it's kind of frustrating to find out I couldn't do it from like the website, which is typical. Anyway, so that's an external challenge, like a motherfucker, because there are more people on the other side of my education, like my support system, like people who don't understand or haven't been given my full information, like the people who just they just hear, hey, drop pretty much not, I mean, it's not a drop out. I'm still attending fall semester. I'm still continuing with my 4-year attempt. This is my first 4-year attempt at the age of 30, whatever 30 I started at. But this is my shot. I'm not giving up. Um, this was an elementary Spanish class. This wasn't even worth this. It didn't even apply to the minor as far as requirements for to receive that degree. It was just a prep, not a prep class, but a prerequisite for the prerequisite, really. But I didn't want to do it. And since there's no consequence, I'm trying to drop it, but I'm kind of taking like a sabbatical kind of thing, like a break, like a hiatus, total hiatus. I don't know why I like that word so much, but I need to get my shit together. I need to redraw the map, and I'm sure I'm going to keep English. I'm sure I'm going to keep the cooking class. I want that certificate. I want to get into a kitchen. I want to at least be a sous chef. But as far as the other adventures in my career, my fiction writing, my news and opinion fiction blog, which will go on forever, whether I've gotten a degree in the subject or not. But I'm nowhere near feeling bad about English and all the great storytelling techniques I'm learning in college. However, as far as a minor is concerned, that needs to be tackled. I don't want to leave college without a minor. At least the undergraduate level without a minor. Back to the log. Today's inner demon, doubt. Definite doubt. I think that's enough said. Future healthy coping mechanisms. Figure it out. Push comes to shove, just figure it out. It's okay to step back and consider your priorities. To find what matters. If what used to matter doesn't matter anymore, like my addiction doesn't matter anymore. So what do? That's where I'm at. That's truly where I'm at. And I don't care how long it takes. It's not going to take long. I'm not an idiot. I know what I have to do. I know what I need to do. And I've got the space to do it. How's the captain? Captain is bittersweet right now. The captain's in deep thought. And, but the captain's fine. And will be fine. It's not exactly a setback. It's more of a step back. Not a setback, a step back. What's next? Letting the RNC happened. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. If you've been watching, you know I'm not a fan of Donald Trump or his stupid running mate, who apparently, like, for a second, let's get into, like, I forgot what his name is. I don't care what his name is. It's his platform. It's his stance, right? If you're going to be the vice president of the United States of America, I don't want you licking the president's balls. I don't want you, I don't want you, like, putting wings on the demon. Like, this is the word floating around MSNBC, the term floating around MSNBC is mega MAGA ticket. And I'm pretty sure MAGA couldn't get more mega than now. Like, except if it had more followers. And I hope they don't have enough, bro. Like, there are plenty of attitudes beyond MAGA come election day. And that's what's important. We should never lose sight of November 8th, which will be election day. And beforehand, we all need to get our shit together, rally around somebody finally. If that's Biden, then fine. I know I wrote a treatise on saying Biden should, step out because he's, frankly, because of what George Clooney has witnessed, Joe Biden not being the same person as 2020. And I trust George Clooney, not because he's an actor, but because of his because he studies character, one, as an actor, and he's great at acting. So that means he does know character well. So he can judge character, like the president's. And two, if he judged his character to be off, different, if the man has changed. And add to it the fact that Clooney's father is a journalist, which the homage to his father in the name of Good Night and Good Luck and the work of Edward R. Murrow, a heavyweight in journalism. And for me, from my niche in journalism, as a news/opinion writer, it means a lot for that voice to have said what he said. So I took a good hard look at it, and I went with my gut. I don't know if Biden can handle the rest of the way. Should Kamala step up? Let's do this. Let's do this. But if Biden ends up being the only savior on the ticket, Biden it is, bro. Biden it is. I'll know on voting day who I'm voting for at this moment. Moving on. Future Healthy Cup of Business. How's the captain? What's next? Best event of the day. Oh God, what was the best event of the day? I had it. Right, best event of the day. Was when I played Get It Girl. Sorry. You can pull my man card if you want. You can stare at me and say, that's a beard. You can but I have sisters, bro. And I have 3 sisters. I was raised by nothing but fucking women. Okay? And when I have a girlfriend, she's the most treasured object in my space at all times. Protected, celebrated, poetically invited. You know what I mean? So for me not to have a feminine side at this particular time would be ignoring all the women that took a part in shaping who you see before you. So if I want to listen to some chick music, if I want to hear No Doubt's I'm Just a Girl, you're going to fucking let me listen to it. You're going to see me dancing to it. You're going to hear me singing the song. And it's going to sound really fucking good. It might even sound a little soft and a little tough at the same time. Forgive me if I must defend the lady within, let's say. Of course, there's a man in there. I'm not gay. I'm an ally, but I don't want to join the club. And this is about inner strength, inner knowledge, knowing yourself, and honoring the fact that there are masculine and feminine energies in the world, and they need to be in balance. To be too masculine is to be rigid. To be too feminine is to be honestly weak. But if you fuse them together, she grows a spine, a backbone. He relaxes and is more open, floats. You have a balance where things are in agreement, where she can agree with him because there's a bit of him in her, and he can agree with her because there's a bit of her in him. Trust me, I didn't come up with that on my own. That is from a lifetime of reading and reading books that are not taught in school. Today's favorite person / character is Kylie Minogue. Because when Magic came on, my day brightened. I sat on a bus stop, and in my ears was Kylie Minogue's Magic. And I don't know why people are doubting this record, Disco, and the song. I don't know. Maybe people just want to hear "Can't Get You Out of My Head," but when Kylie Minogue is doing her shit, bro, like the chick is off the charts. That's all I gotta say about that. I love that song. Sorry to Jake Gyllenhaal. We ran out of time. I love you, Johnny. Stanford out.